Kia ora koutou, ko Tāniko Nordstrom taku ingoa, ko Ngāti Hine, Ngāti Kahungungu ki Wairoa, rongo mai wahine, Ngāti Whakaue me Tainui o ku hapu. So hey everybody, my name is Tāniko Nordstrom. I am from, and my people are from all of those hapu and iwi that I just mentioned. I was born and raised in a tiny little town called Cambridge, and I guess I was raised really interesting. I have a very wahine toa mother, so a really strong Māori mother, who incorporated cultural Māori awareness and especially Indigenous awareness in our home on a day-to-day basis. So back then, I didn't know it, but she was pretty much preparing me for the person that I am today and who I am today. And I'm grateful that I was raised in a household that really challenged identity and helped me build my own and helped me know that who I was. Because now as a wahine here in Aotearoa, but especially in the world, I'm grateful that I know who I am as a Māori. So, 3 years ago, I started a business called Soldiers Road Portraits with my beautiful sister-in-law, Vienna. It was literally like, think of the ruggedest way you could ever start a business, and that's pretty much what we did. Our first customer was the first time we did a portrait. So I had this idea. I wanted to recreate these kind of images, but of people today. And so we went to Kawhia Kai Fest, and on our first day, we did 40 portraits. So I was like, sweet, we're onto something. Within 4 months, we were in Australia, booking out huge 2-week work trips, and helping whanau over there reconnect. So this is pretty much where I figured out that this little idea that I had, it wasn't really a dress up and, we're just going to dress up and take photos. There was something else going on. We were reconnecting people with their heritage. We were reconnecting whanau with their pride, with their identity. And we were also connecting people that weren't Māori, people of other cultures, because we make this experience open for everyone. You do not have to just be Māori to experience this, but we realized that there was something else. There was a reconnecting element going on. So going through it, we ended up figuring out that I figured out culture's really fluid and that I wanted to portray that as well. So we did blended shots. So we kind of pushed where Māori, so we wanted to reflect what nationalities we had as Māori as well. So she is Māori and Japanese. And we really wanted to explore the fluidity of culture visually. We did that a bit over the years. And even people that weren't Māori, we wanted them to be able to experience and be empowered by our Māori culture. This is my cousin. She is Ngāti Hine as well, and she lives in Egypt, and she's married to a Muslim. So this is a reflective of her life now, and also her past. We definitely I realized that when we were kind of getting people to, we're doing whakawhanaungatanga, so finding out who they were. We were doing, dressing them in piu-piu and educating people on the difference of kirituhi, which is the stencils that we use here on our, that insinuate moko, and the difference between real moko, because there's a big difference. So this was an empowering situation. It was not intended, but very quickly I realized that this was what was happening. So with all these amazing things that we did, we've been to New York, we got to do we've traveled the world doing awesome stuff and connecting with people of all cultures, and kind of pushing where you could view or see a Māori image with different backdrop. So we were doing this cool stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, this is choice. But what are we doing for Māori? Like, how can I give back to Māori? It wasn't really an option of why should you give back? It was like, how? I had used Māori culture so heavily in my business. I had made money from it. I was doing all these awesome things, video clips, traveling the world. How could I give back to people that I knew needed it? So this year, I did live the dream, and I was able to put together an idea that I'd had for ages. And basically what I wanted to do was where are people that really need the empowerment? Where are people that need to be inspired? And who are they? And let's make it people that wouldn't normally come and get a portrait. Let's make it really hard. Let's make it really hard, Tan. So I wanted to go into prisons. I knew that there was a space there. I knew that Māori are massively overrepresented in prison population and in prison statistics. So I wanted, and especially in recidivism, so not only were Māori going in, but they were coming back out and they were going back in. And I wanted to know why, and I wanted to do something about that. So we pushed a few emails, and this year we started a prison initiative, Soldiers Road Prison Portraits, where we went into prisons and we were able to do portraits of prisoners. And I got them to write a letter to their tupuna, so to their ancestor, because I wanted them to remember that they were going to be somebody's tupuna, that they were going to, how do they want to be remembered? That there was a self-perception about themselves that they needed to change in order to become, to get out and be a really contributing member of society and to give back to their whanau and hapu. So I'm just going to quickly read an excerpt of one of the letters. I'll try not to cry, but Dear Granddad, I'm writing you to ask for your guidance, to help me overcome the things I'm doing that brought me to a place that I know you wouldn't want me to be. I know that I probably make you ashamed to be my grandfather at the moment, because you never brought me up to be this person I am today. You wanted the best for me, just like the rest of the whānau did, but since you passed on, I just couldn't cope. Things just went downhill for me, and at times I was doing good and coping with life, but somehow I'd always do something wrong and end up in trouble again. In court, looking at another prison sentence. I just wish you were here to help me. You were like a dad to me, the only one I'd really listen to. So please, Granddad, send me a sign or something to let me know that you're up there watching me and still wishing the best for me. Please send me a sign to let me know that there's hope for me. I'm sick of being that person, that mischief one, the one with no ears. I can't have any of my kids growing up thinking that what I'm doing in life is cool. That's what happens when you grow up. I need to make a change for my wife and kids. I've been apart from them for too long. They deserve better. And it's up to me to do this for them. So with your help, Granddad, let's move forward. So it was really amazing. We got to connect with these people, and it was some of the little things, the fact that we knew them by name, that had a lot of impact for them. And these are obviously the before and afters. So we also did an exhibition in Waikato Prison. We're the first people in the world to do this. And that's what I think is so beautiful about Aotearoa and about the space that we're sitting in right now, is we're all game changers. That's why you're here. If you weren't a game changer, you wouldn't be here. So in closing, I guess what I want you guys to think about this weekend is think about how you can make people feel. Because if you can make someone feel something, then you can change the way they think. And if you can change the way they think, then you can change their perception. And if you can change their perception, then you can change the world. So let's leave you with that. Mōri ora.